Coach, just what can you say about the team's effort after the first quarter coming out a little slow? What did you see that changed and allowed them to go off, especially RJ and Julius?
Yeah, they're our leaders. I thought they stepped up, set the tone for us. Obviously, we started the game slowly. That was a big concern, particularly with the early start. But we responded well after that, and then I thought we played strong in the second half. I thought our willingness to share the ball, once we got our defense going, it got us into the open floor. We were able to get some good scoring opportunities.
Mark Berman, New York Post.
Hey, Tom, just the decision, I know Frank started the game, got some fouls, and then he didn't come back. Did you see a lot of great stuff from Emmanuel?
And again, and I thought we needed everyone's minutes, and I pretty much going into the game, I didn't know who we would have. So we mapped it out with Frank and Quick and Alec, and I thought that was Alec's first time really handling the ball, running the point. And I thought he did a terrific job for us as well. So, and that's what I like about all those guys, the versatility of the group. It gives you a lot of options. And then, of course, defensively, I thought initially, we had gotten beat off the dribble, and we had to change our stance a little bit just to contain the ball better. And once we figured that out, I thought Reggie was fantastic. Alec was great. Chaz gave us great minutes. Nerlens gave us the rim protection. We had a lot of guys step up and just find a way to win. It's hard to win on the road. They're very good at putting the ball on the floor. You have to have great body position. Then you got to fly around.
Steph Bondi, Daily News.
Hey, Tom. As somebody who has, appreciation for Knicks history, is it pretty cool to hear that Julius is the first Knick since Mark Jackson to have 2 triple-doubles in a season over 30 years ago?
Mark Jackson did that?
Yeah. Yep.
Mark was a great talent, great Knick, great guy too. No, I think it is a little surprising, but Julius had a monster game. Like to score the way he did, the assist, the all-around play, and I think that's what leaders do. In his season, the numbers speak for themselves, but his impact on winning has been huge, and his leadership has been terrific. And so I am surprised by that stat, but it's a pretty good company to be in.
Barbara Barker, Newsday.
Hey, Tom, how important was it for you to bounce back and have a win like this, considering you're going in, you're playing 2 tough teams next, and just to bounce back from what had happened in Milwaukee?
Yeah, and I think that's the challenge of the season. It's a long year, and you can't take and carry over what happened in one game to the next. You have to learn from it, and when we lose, that's what I want us to do. I want us to learn and move it forward and get ready for the next one, and they all count the same. So this is a game that you're coming into OKC. It's an early start, and it's a critical game. You have to be ready for it. So you want to build those habits right from the start of the season, knowing that you're going to go through all different kinds of situations, and being ready to play is a big part of winning in this league. And so I think the way our guys responded, and they've been very good in practice all year. And obviously we were disappointed with the way we played in Milwaukee, and we wanted to make good today.
We have time for 3 more questions. Peter Bowdy, New York Post.
Tom, career high 32 for RJ today. Just what have you seen in his game these last several games, and especially the confidence in his 3-point shot lately?
Yeah, well, I think I mentioned this earlier, the extra work that he's been putting in for quite a while now, and it carried over onto the break for him. He did a great job over the All-Star break, getting away, but he worked on his game each and every day, and I think his confidence has come from his preparation. He's shooting the ball really well. He's getting downhill. He's finishing well. He made a great play, a great rim read, and a spray out to Julius in the corner. And so he's reading the game really, really well. and the game tells you what to do. So when he comes off on a pick and roll, to know what his options are, know the progression of the play, know how to read the defense, and either when you come off, you're the first option, and if the second defender's there, spray it out, make the right read.
Mike Morganoff, The Athletic.
Hey Tom, RJ's like counting numbers per game haven't gone up dramatically from last season, but it seems like his efficiency has. What to you have you seen kind of the difference in him scoring this year versus last year, but doing it more efficiently?
Well, I think for any young player coming into the league, and I've mentioned this before, I think we tend to measure them against other players, and you can't do that. And there's always a progression to this, and trial and error is a big part of learning. So I think having gone through last year, he learned a lot. I think he moved it forward. He had a good summer, and he continues to grow. He's a great worker. He's got a great approach, a great attitude, and those are usually the type of players that will continue to improve. But when you look back at the great players in the league, there's a progression to it. They don't all of a sudden just start off being great. And I've had several players, over the years that each year they've gotten better, and I think RJ will be one of those guys. And I love what Julius is doing. It's like 7 years in, and he's still getting better. So you hate to put a ceiling on any player. If they have the right approach and they don't get distracted and they stay focused, they should continue to improve.
Last question, Mark Berman.
Did you see any effects of the groin injury to Manuel today? And also, just with Julius, do you think he took the other night like really personally and really wanted to have a big bounce back today?
The Emmanuel question, I trust Emmanuel, I trust our medical staff. So they did a great job in getting him ready for the game, and that's all you can do is as long as he's doing all the things that he needs to do in terms of rehab and his correctives, and if he feels good enough and they feel confident that he can play, we want him to play. So he did a terrific job. He was excellent throughout the game. The Julius piece, he's a very prideful player. There's no player in this league that's going to play great for all 82 games. I love the resolve that he has to come back, to be ready to go, and to set the tone for us. Spoke volumes as to his leadership, but that's who he is as a player and as a person.